Mr. Chairman, this amendment prohibits the sale of products of the sponsors of the International Olympic Committee on military installations unless they terminate their sponsorship of the 2022 Winter Olympics in Beijing. Some of those sponsors include companies like Alibaba Group, Coca-Cola, Procter & Gamble, Toyota. I want to be clear, this amendment does not affect the sponsors of Team USA or the U.S. Olympic Committee. All of these companies can continue to sponsor our athletes. But I do want to take a moment and remind our colleagues of the State Department's report on Chinese genocide under President Biden, where they've called what's going on against the Muslim Uyghurs genocide and crimes against humanity. These crimes, I'm reading from the report, are continuing to this day and include the arbitrary imprisonment of more than 1 million civilians, forced sterilization, rape, mass torture, forced labor, and the imposition of draconian restrictions on freedom of religion. So we've all heard many of these corporations speak out against or talk about their moral responsibility and speak out on social and political issues in the past year. And I think we have to ask ourselves, where is their moral responsibility now when addressing the Chinese Communist Party's gross violations of human rights? We cannot, and the world cannot, continue to legitimize the CCP's act of genocide, destruction of human rights in Hong Kong, dangerous suppression of the coronavirus outbreak in Wuhan, that cost and so many other abuses that have cost so many lives. By financially supporting the 22 Beijing Winter Olympics, both American and global corporations are complicit in whitewashing these offenses. Now, it's worth noting, this Congress passed similar legislation last Congress, barring any company from doing business with the Maduro regime, from also doing business with the Defense Department. Now, you're going to hear that it only hurts our athletes. Again, not true. I have here, these are the sponsors of the Genocide Olympics, and these are the individual sponsors of Team USA. That is an option. You're going to hear that we can't break our contracts. Not true. Toyota just broke theirs with the Tokyo Olympics. You're going to hear it only hurts soldiers. Not true. They have lots of other options. At the end of the day, we cannot continue to turn a blind eye. We cannot stand by while corporations pump billions into the CCP and fund the very military buildup that this committee is so concerned about. It's like giving fuel to the arsonist as we spend billions to fund a firefighting service. This is how China wins. They're going to win economically, and I encourage my colleagues to use this as an opportunity to make a stand.